down. Hello, my friends.
Justin Trudeau. Fine speech as the
You
Prime
know,
Minister.
as I look out across this room, I
Let's hear
have
what you have to
just
say.
one question. How's the Liberal Party doing tonight?
Let's see it.
Ella Grace, I know that these last few years haven't been easy for Sav. Hey, Adrian, yourself. Thank you for having been so patient with me, even when I was stressed, when I was traveling too much, when I couldn't think about anything other than work. But please know that in the most difficult times, you inspired me. You gave me courage. You reminded me that I should focus on what was really important and not what was just urgent. Being Prime Minister of this country has been the honor of my life, but I'm so looking forward to redevoting myself to my most important role, that of father. I'm proud of the three of you, and I love you above all.
Now, sit down.
Now sit down.
Now, I can imagine that you're all expecting me to stand up and talk about all that we've accomplished together. And don't get me wrong, I am damn proud of what we've done over these past 10 years.
Damn proud.
For the middle class and people working hard to join it. But tonight is about our future.
Are you confused?
As a party,
What middle
as a
class?
country.
Either rich or
I
you're
know
poor
that
now.
we as Liberals, as a government, often get criticized by our friends for not
Yes, you often
taking
get
a victory
criticized.
lap after we get something big done. We do something really big, and then we move on right away to the next challenge. Because as progressives, as Liberals, we know there is always more to do. So it is important to take the time to reflect on and share the big successes. But not tonight.
Because there is no big success.
Not tonight, because when Liberals gather, we're always focused on just
There
one
is
thing.
none. There is none.
The work that still needs to be done to build a country that stays worthy of all Canadians.
This guy.
And
so
simply
excited
put, that's the
that
work
this
of
will
a
be the last
lifetime
fucking
for
speech.
each and every one of us. It's very simple. Liberals are dedicated to making this country even better, not because we think it's broken, but because we have an opportunity and therefore a responsibility to ensure
It's broken.
that Canada stays the best country on earth.
Don't worry. It's a pop.
Now,
Right
these
here.
past years, these past 10 years have been challenging.
Sure
Crisis
have.
after crisis has been thrown at Canadians.
Sure has been. Sure
But
has.
through every crisis, Canadians have shown who they are. We've pulled together. We've stood up for each other, and every single time, we've emerged even stronger.
Who remembers the Freedom Convoy?
And now, as Canadians face from our neighbor an existential challenge, an economic crisis, Canadians are showing exactly what we are made of. Canadians are showing what it is that makes us Canadians. Not
What
by
makes us
defining
Canadian,
ourselves by
Trudeau?
who we're not, but by proudly embracing who we are.
Don't you recall in an earlier speech you said what makes a Canadian is not being
We're
American?
a country that knows that standing up for everyone's fundamental rights is the only way to protect our freedom. We're a country that believes no one should be left behind and that everyone
Here we're
should have
gonna
a
start
real
talking
and
about
fair
women's
shot at
rights.
success.
It's feminist. Feminist.
We're a country that refuses to accept the false choice between a strong economy and a healthy environment.
What?
We're
Strong
a country that
economy
embraces
or a
reconciliation
healthy
and
environment?
indigenous peoples as true partners because it is the only path to a shared, prosperous future. On est un
We are a country
We're gonna go
that
ahead.
promotes its culture and protects its heritage. We're a country that
I mean, they do
breathes
translate
life
it.
into the
If
French
you want to
language
do it, here, we'll
and
just let it
is heard across the world.
On est un pays
We're a
qui
country
célèbre sa
that celebrates
diversité
its
et
diversity
trouve force
and
dans
draws
ses
strength
différences.
from its differences.
We're a
I wonder if
country
there's
that
somebody
celebrates
holding up
the
a
right
sign that
of
says,
each and every
"Applause,
person to
applause,"
be who
because
they want to be, to pray
there's no
as
way
they
that
pray,
all those
and
people
love
in there know how
whom
to speak
they
French,
love.
too. Love who they love. Look at Carney. He's like, shut up, Trudeau, just shut up.
We're a country
Even
that
Carney
will
doesn't like you
always
anymore.
defend a woman's right to choose.
Oh, I called it. I called it. I called it. Leave it to Trudeau to be so predictable. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I'm all for it.
We're a
This is the one thing I
country
agree
that
with
will
him
be
about.
diplomatic when we can, but fight when we must, elbows up.
Elbows up. Man. Fuck Trudeau. Fuck Trudeau. Fuck Trudeau. Fuck Trudeau. Fuck Trudeau. Fuck Trudeau. Trudeau's gotta go. Trudeau's gotta go. Trudeau's gotta go. Trudeau's gotta go. Fuck Trudeau.
But you here in this room, and our fellow liberals watching across the country,
fellow
you know
liberals
all
watching
about
across the
fighting
country.
with grit, with determination when the going gets tough. You remember where we were 15 years ago with just 35 seats in the House. You remember our
better
ups
place
and
than we
downs
are
and
today.
all those times that people counted us out, all the times they said our party was on its last breath. Like all Canadians, it's when you try to count us
Like
out
all
that
Canadians?
we liberals show our true
I wonder if his
mettle.
wife left him because he's kind of feminine. Just a thought. Food for thought, as you say.
You showed this
En 2015,
in 2015,
2019,
2019, and again in 2021. You mobilized. You knocked on doors. You did it in the rain, in a heat wave, in the freezing cold. You did it in the middle of a pandemic, wearing a mask. You fought for your
In the
country,
heat wave,
and you changed
in the
it
freezing
for the
cold.
better.
And the door-to-door. I'm confused.
Mais vous savez,
You know,
un parti,
a party
c'est plus qu'un
is
nom.
more than just a name, a logo, a leader.
Si
It's all about you.
vous,
You
qui à chaque jour
who carry
portez les
the
No,
hopes
it is
of
about your stupid
Canadians
policies.
day in,
That's
day
what a
out.
liberal
pays,
fucking
c'est
party.
plus
A
qu'un
country is more than a flag and a territory.
c'est une vision.
It's a vision,
Une vision
a vision
qui se
which is
bâtit
built
peu à peu,
gradually,
jour après
day
jour,
after
entre
day,
amis,
between
entre
friends
voisins.
and neighbours.
Et je veux remercier
And I'd like to
tous ceux
thank
qui ont
all
été là
those who have been
pour qu'on
there
bâtisse
to build
ensemble cette
this
vision.
vision together.
Je pense à mes premiers bénévoles.
I'm thinking here about my first volunteers 18 years ago, those who have been there since the start. Rennes, Louis Alexandre, Stavroula,
Et tant d'autres.
and others, so many
Je pense
others.
au stationnement du
I'm thinking
Métis
about the
Papineau.
grocery store parking lots in Papineau when we talk to people to rally them to our cause, to our movement.
Tonight I'm also thinking of two friends in particular who've been there with me and for me every step of the way for close to 20 years. The extraordinary Adam Scotty and the
She laughed.
unstoppable Katie Telford.
Her new boyfriend. But she's seen right through his bullshit. She's sick and tired of him, just like we're sick and tired of him. She had
Now,
it
as I
worse,
look
don't
at
know.
all of you in this room,
Some would say.
no speech could be enough to thank you all as much as I'd like to, as much as you should be. I can't even offer you a well-deserved break because, once again, we need you. Your country needs you maybe more than ever. And I have no doubt that you will answer the call because you've done it before. Liberals will meet this moment.
It's such full of shit. Such full of shit.
And make no mistake, this is a nation-defining moment. Democracy is not a given. Freedom is not a given.
Democracy? Democracy means that the people voted this guy in. Nobody voted
None
the
of
next
those
prime minister.
happen by
I
accident.
know who it is.
None of them will continue without effort.
Mark Carney. Like, there's no.
It takes courage.
Did you vote for him?
It takes
Did you vote
sacrifice,
Carney in? I
takes
didn't.
hope and hard work.
Oh, the liberals picked the next prime minister. So stupid. Like once a party leader
60
quits,
years
shouldn't
ago,
the whole party
standing
like,
atop Parliament Hill,
done, and then we get a new
Prime
election?
Minister Lester B. Pearson first raised our
that's just the
beautiful
way I
maple leaf into the Canadian sky. It was much debated at the time, but Pearson knew well what we all know now, that our flag would serve as a unifying symbol that would define the next chapters in our national story. 60 years later, there are still so many more chapters to write. And I can tell you, the world is looking to see what Canadians will do.
Yeah, we'll find out October 2025.
So let us not dwell on
See, I'd much
all
rather
the great
Christina
things we've
Freeland
achieved
become
over the
prime
past 10 years.
Over fucking
Let
Carney.
us aspire instead to
least
achieve
she had a
even
backbone.
more over the next 10 years and the decades to
Compared
come.
to the other people.
Let us remain steadfast, defiant, and united. And let us not just think about our party, let us prove our love of country.
He just rambles on and on and on.
As your leader,
On.
as your prime minister, I have done my level best each and every single day to help build a country that stays worthy of all Canadians. I've done it for Xavier, for Ella Grace and Hadrian. And I've done it for your kids too.
Xavier the
I've
rapper.
done it with you. And although you'll always
haven't done
find
shit
me
for my kids,
alongside
buddy.
you, cheering along,
I can tell you one thing.
their future
You made it
and
worse for
your
my kids.
future is now in your hands. Merci, mes amis. Merci pour tout.
Yeah. The future is in the liberals' hands. They picked Justin to run the party to begin with. Fuck Trudeau. Bye. Get out of here. Wash your hands of this clown. Is that it? Is it done? Fuck Trudeau. Fuck Trudeau. Fuck Trudeau. Sit down. Sit down here.
That may be the
that over?
last
It's over?
public speech that Justin Trudeau gives
Yeah.
as Prime Minister of Canada after more than 9 years.
Thank
in the
God.
job.
Well, you've heard it here, folks. That was his last speech.
And he's followed by another Prime Minister.
We're gonna end it now and
Former Prime Minister
follow up
Jean
with a second
Chrétien.
video.
We'll
Who-
talk more about Trudeau's
on,
speech in just
who
a
gets
moment,
elected.
but we will listen to Jean Chrétien.